Hey all, today's the day. It's the 5th of July, which means in 1 month's time, Snake Island comes out, hits stores around Australia and New Zealand. I'm really pumped for it, and I have this card. I just came back from camping, and I have this card in my letterbox. So in theory, I think today might be the day I get a big carton full of my copies of my book. So pretty keen. I thought I'd document to show you guys what it's like, what it feels like to go out and actually do this thing. But first of all, got to drive there. This is the driving bit. It's pretty boring. Obviously, I'm going to be concentrating on the road, so forgive me if I don't actually look at mobile phone. But I guess I wanted to talk about like what it feels like to be holding a finished copy of my book again in my hand. I mean, this is my second novel. My first novel, To Become a Whale. I'll see if I can show some photos of that, but I actually opened up that parcel when I went to gym, so I picked up a carton on the way to gym, and while at gym I opened it up, and it's hard to describe, and I don't really know like whether it's going to feel different or whether it's going to feel less significant, less special. I don't know. Sarah Bailey just posted a copy of her third book. I think it's called Where the Dead Go, and she was opening up a big carton full of her author copies, and she said that the magic doesn't fade, so in theory it's going to feel just as special this time, but I guess we'll see. Hey, just pulled up at the shopping centre, so now I'm going to head inside to the news agency where my new book is. I think it might be a completely random package. I'll see. Hey, I couldn't do it. I couldn't film people. Or I couldn't go in and go, hey, can I film you? That's weird. I couldn't do it. But I got the package. Have a look. Now, I made the mistake before on the internet of turning my address around in a photo on social media, so I'm not going to do that. But it says it's 5.74 kilos. What do you think? I get 10 copies of my book as my author, part of my author agreement. So do you reckon there's 10 copies of Snake Island in here? I think there might be. I'm going to open it up. Is this how they do those unboxing vids on the internet? They open toys and like... The packaging is a really nice cardboard. I could be wrong. This might not even be my book. I don't see it. I think it is. Whoa. That's so cool. Have a look. I don't have... I don't have words for it. Look, it's just... It looks so nice. I'm so stoked on it. Hang on, I'll see if I can show you. Look at that. Look, probably a good idea in my videos to remove the rearview mirror. Look. You know what happened last time I did this? Like the first author copy I got, I looked through it and I found a really embarrassing mistake in the acknowledgement section. I'd spelled a person's name wrong, if you can believe that. So maybe I won't flick through it this time, I don't know. See, okay, so I've had an ARC, like an advanced reading copy before, but just like this is the proper copy. It feels really nice. Those other copies aren't printed in the same sort of way. I'm so happy with it. It looks so cool. I know we're not supposed to judge books by their covers, but that's what covers are for. And I think if you judge this one, it turns out pretty good. See this down the bottom? Before this was just blank, but look at this beautiful shot of like this muddy flat. Like that looks so much like the first opening chapter in the novel. It's just an unreal feeling. It's so amazing. And it's got my it's for my, if you can see, it's for my Auntie Rose. If you're reading this and you don't know who I'm talking about, then you missed out. I wrote a lot of this novel. My Auntie Rose, I blogged about this, you can check it out on my blog, but she was she got very sick very quickly from a very aggressive type of cancer. And we're in Queensland and she lived in Victoria, so my wife and I decided to pack up our kids in this car and just drive down to see her, just to say bye to her in the hospital, and to be there for my mum as well. Obviously it's not very nice. So we drove down to Victoria, and to stay awake, I drove 23 of the 24 hours. The rest of my family slept in the car while I drove. And to stay awake, I actually plotted out this novel, and to distract myself a little bit, obviously. She would have liked this novel, I think. She was a bit mischievous. She was a bit, she liked a good sort of action thriller, so I think she would have liked it a lot. I think she would have liked the humor in it. Anyway, this is awesome, and it is really cool, and you're absolutely right, Sarah Bailey. I think it doesn't really fade that sort of magic that you get from doing this.